Hello and welcome to session number 3 on XLOOKUP function. And in this session, I'll be talking about the XLOOKUP in reverse order. So the example that I'll be using, which is on the tab XLOOKUP reverse order, as you see the data set right here, and all the action, the questions answered by using XLOOKUP are right now showing up, get displayed here. The question here is who made the last sale on? And D2 is the date field, the date cell. So there is a drop-down box used, and any of these dates can be picked up to see the corresponding person who made actual sale as of this date, as a last date. And in addition to that, the salesperson's name, next to it is order ID, again with an XLOOKUP function, and next to it is XMatch function. What it does is it shows the table row number to identify, to locate actually the person, the salesperson in this list. So I chose date as January 21st, 2019. And what I'm trying to do is I want to see the person who made the last sale on this date. Looking at the function here, the XLOOKUP function, the D2 is being again the lookup value, which is stored in the cell D2. And the next one is the B column, which is holding the dates. And the next one argument is C column, which is holding the salesperson's names. Now, if you notice, there's also two more arguments here. It says 0, and after that it says -1, -1. So what do they mean? Okay, those are actually optional arguments depending on the context and need, depending on the situation, depending on the way data is structured, that can be used. So it's one of the, again, versatilities and power that XLOOKUP function is offering in Excel. 0 is for no value option. It might be, a person can choose it to leave it blank, or can actually value it as 0. That means if there's no value, do not show anything. The next one is -1. -1 is used for approximate value. So it can be the value or a little less than or closest to it from the lower end and from the higher end. Those are identified and designated by -1 or 1. So in this case, we chose -1 value. So with this, again, I'm going to choose another person. Let's see, January 15, 2019. The salesperson is Nancy Freehafer. Nancy made the sale, the last sale, as of this date, and the order number is 1040. So, okay, 1040. Let's see the 1040 order number. Okay, see that the date is 1/15. Nancy Freehofer made the last sale in North region. The product she sold was crab meat, and the total revenue from that sale was $239.20. So this example is a little different than using XLOOKUP function with in its basic shape, in its basic form, which is here. The basic form is being, again, the lookup value, and then two ranges. The one is the range B or column B, and the other one is column C, holding those values, in this case the date and associated names for that date. The other arguments, number 0 and -1, those are again optional arguments that are used depending on the data structure. The value, approximate values, can be also found using those. Let's look at the order ID. Again, the same date value D2, the B, which is holding the dates, and in this case A, column A, So if you notice that column A is coming before the lookup value. Now again, I want to make a reference to VLOOKUP and compare the difference in utilization of these two functions. If we were using the VLOOKUP, as you know, we would be starting with the lookup value at the very left. It would have been actually A column. And then anything else associated with the lookup value would be coming after that, however many columns that would be. You would never, VLOOKUP would never be able to show the corresponding value at the left side of the value, lookup value. Whereas as we see in the XLOOKUP function, we're looking at the value, the date value, which is in column B, and I'm being able to pull the order ID number, which is the left side of the lookup value. This is something that VLOOKUP wouldn't be able to use it, wouldn't be able to do it. So that's again another good example of showing the comparison in terms of power and functionality between VLOOKUP function and XLOOKUP function. Thank you for this example.